So, welcome everyone, those who are joining live. It's lovely to see your names and faces. And then those who are listening to the recording, it's always lovely to have you part of our community. And I was just saying that it's been one of those days that I've been awake from very early, trying to percolate a lot of this and get it down and like get something succinct. And it just doesn't feel like it's got there. And that's okay because the point of today of our Mind for Moments is for us to have a chance to connect with ourselves and with our breath and our heart space and our heart coherence. So it's Wednesday, the 19th of March. It's a waning moon. It was that full moon lunar eclipse last Friday, and we've been very wet and overcast here, so we didn't get to see it, but certainly saw the effects of it in all the huge storms and water. It's as I said last week, it's got something to do with Pisces and a lot of water and shock. We certainly saw that this weekend in lots of places with the rain. Pips, Jeanette is just asking about Pips, our daughter. She's on this 55-day eco training course in Kruger, and she sent me a beautiful photo of the full moon and just said it was such an incredible full moon, and that she couldn't help but think of us. And yeah, so tomorrow is the March equinox, the 21st of March or 20th of March, sorry. It marks the beginning of our astronomical autumn. So in the Northern Hemisphere, it marks the end of their winter and they're stepping into spring. For us, it's the other way around. It's our autumn and stepping into winter. And so I thought it was very appropriate to share a poem by Mary Oliver called The Gardener. And so we'll just read through this now and then settle into our meditation. So I invite you just to let these words land, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. Just feeling yourself settling into your chair, onto your cushion, wherever you find yourself. I know Jeanette is walking, so just as you're walking, just feeling your energy settle into your feet and noticing your feet connecting with the earth, with the floor beneath. Have I lived enough? Have I loved enough? Have I considered right action enough? Have I come to any conclusions? Have I experienced happiness with sufficient gratitude? Have I endured loneliness with grace? I say this, or perhaps I'm just thinking it. Actually, I probably think too much. Then I step out into the garden where the gardener, who is said to be a simple man, is tending his children, the roses. Have I lived enough? Have I loved enough? Have I considered right action enough? Have I come to any conclusions? Have I experienced happiness with sufficient gratitude? Have I endured loneliness with grace? I say this, or perhaps I'm just thinking it. Actually, I probably think too much. Then I step out into the garden where the gardener, who is said to be a simple man, is tending his children, the roses. And so this poem might resonate with you in different ways. I do think that stepping out into nature is what brings us back to ourselves, to our core, to not the overthinking and the over worrying. And so we're going to just do a little meditation on worry and on getting out of our heads and into our bodies. So I invite you to close your eyes if you can and just take a deep breath in. And with your out breath, just allowing your energy to settle. Breathing in through the nose and doing a long, slow exhale through the mouth, settling into feet, into your seat, sitting upright, expanding into your chest, neck, head, letting your arms rest in your laps or rest by your sides. And just settling into your body in this moment, noticing points of contact with the earth beneath you. Noticing the support that comes from these points of contact and receiving that support. And then bringing your attention to your breath. And with each breath, as you're breathing in, just repeating to yourself, flowing in, flowing in. And as you exhale, flowing out, flowing out. Inhaling, flowing in, flowing in. And exhaling, flowing out, flowing out. And just continuing on this as we follow our next few breaths. And if your thoughts start to wander, just bringing them back to your mantra, flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, flowing out. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Just holding on to this breath in this moment. Taking our attention from our head space to our heart space, following our breath as we breathe into our heart space, flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, flowing out. And just continuing on this breath. And inviting a feeling of gratitude for nature around you. Just an image of nature, perhaps the sea, perhaps a rose, perhaps the moon, perhaps the sun glinting through the clouds, and just bringing this into our heart space. Just feeling into the simplicity of nature, breathing it in, breathing it out. Breathing in, breathing in, breathing out, breathing out. And into the sensation of breath and sensation of gratitude in our heart space. Just inviting an image or sensation of a loved one into the space, someone who we want to share love with today, someone we want to be grateful for, to acknowledge our gratitude for them. Flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, flowing out. And when our thoughts start to wander, just bringing them back to the heart space and to our breath. Noticing that as we focus on gratitude in our heart space, that sensation may expand. Expand into the blood vessels that lead from our heart, our aorta, into our arteries, our capillaries, moving across our body, through our body, expanding the sensation of gratitude and of breath in our body. Have I lived enough? Have I loved enough? Have I considered right action enough? Have I come to any conclusions? Have I experienced happiness with sufficient gratitude? Have I endured loneliness with grace? I say this, or perhaps I'm just thinking it. Actually, I probably think too much. Then I step out into the garden where the gardener, who is said to be a simple man, is tending his children, the roses. So, inviting you to bring your hands to your heart space for these final breaths, holding the sensation of gratitude, connecting with loved ones. Feeling into this moment of just enough, just this breath in this moment. Flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, flowing out. And then when you're ready, just dropping your hands into your lap, opening palms, and a sensation of receiving. Just taking a few last deep breaths in, flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, flowing out. And when you're ready, moving into fingers and toes, shoulders, hips, backs, necks, and gently opening your eyes, coming back to the space. Thank you all for joining, for being here. I hope when we feel ourselves moving into worry, moving into overwhelm, that we can either step outside and bring nature into our heart space, or that we can just connect with this flowing in, flowing in, flowing out, and just connect back with our breath. Please feel free to unmute and share anything that came up for you. Anything you'd like to share. Otherwise, I wish you a blessed day.
Nikki.
Hi, Mandy.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah, just when you were saying gratitude for somebody, I have gratitude to you and for your consistency and your authenticity. Thank you for showing up and just being you and holding this very sacred space for all of us. I am deeply, deeply grateful.
Oh, thank you, Mandy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, and have a beautiful day too. Thank you all. Sending you much love.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks, Angina. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Sending love. Thanks, Hilda.
Thanks very much. That was lovely.
Thanks, Karika. Thanks, Gail. Take care. Bye, Pam. Bye, Mum. Pam. Sending love. Thank you. Bye, everyone.